35 years. 35 years. Now he's doing an appeal. My question is, was 35 years too much? I'm going
No.
to start
No.
with
It is solid.
Andrew, and then we
35
fill in.
is
Go ahead, Andrew.
solid.
No, not only wasn't too much. I think the penalty is appropriate for a case like this. So, in my
Disagree.
opinion,
I disagree
an innocent
genuinely,
person in the
but
heart
I
with
but
a school event. That
Anthony was
even though
35 years.
even though
35
yours
years.
truly
Now he's doing
genuinely
an appeal.
even though
My
yours
question
truly
is,
genuinely
was
disagrees
35
with
years
Andrew, even
too
though yours truly
much?
disagrees
I'm going
with
to
Andrew,
start with
I
Andrew,
get
and then we
what
fill in. Go
Andrew
ahead, Andrew.
is saying, even
no,
though
it not only
I
wasn't too
disagree with
much.
what he's
I think
saying.
the penalty is appropriate for a case like this.
35
So,
is good to
in my
me.
opinion, he
My question
It is solid
was
to me.
35 years too much? I'm
Nope.
going to start with
The
Andrew, and then we
answer
fill in.
is
Go
nope.
ahead, Andrew.
No, it not only wasn't too much. I think the penalty is appropriate for a case like this. So, in my opinion, he's an innocent person in the heart with a knife at a school event. And that generally leads to, or at least it used to, in a more moral nation, to the chair. And that's what I think should have happened personally. But at least life in prison at a minimum. Right now, he can serve 15 years and he's out. That's ridiculous. That's
15
insane.
is too soft.
The victim's family, of course, they're deprived from their son for a lifetime.
The Metcalf family, the Jeffs, Jeff the
King
father.
Richard, do you agree with Andrew, or you think it was that would be too much?
Andrew's talking about he believes the death penalty would have been justified. I don't believe that. I think that it's a manslaughter charge. Like, obviously, it was a heinous crime, but I don't think it was in Carmelo's intention to
What?
delete the guy.
When he told
I
Austin,
think
touch
that
me,
there
then see
was
what
a level
happens.
of conflict between
This
him and
wasn't
these other boys.
intent.
He
This
made
wasn't
a very
malice.
very
This
crucial
wasn't
mistake to use a tool.
provocation. This
And,
wasn't.
obviously,
Bro.
you know, the other boy is deceased.
Yo,
But
Carmelo
I think
initiated
saying
this.
that
He provoked
you think
this.
the penalty-
Yo, King, he's bugging. King is
and
bugging
he's talking about-
all the way.
King Richard, do you agree with Andrew, or you think it was that would be too much?
Andrew's talking about he believes the death penalty would have been justified. I don't believe that.
Andrew
I
is
think that,
bugging too for saying
it's a
the death
manslaughter
penalty.
charge. Like, obviously, it was a heinous crime, but I don't think
The
it
death
was
penalty
in
doesn't fit
Carmelo's
what
intention
Carmelo
to
did.
delete the guy. I think that there was a level of conflict between him and these other boys. Now, he made a very very crucial mistake to use a tool, and was in Carmelo's intention
But 35,
to delete the guy.
35
I think
years.
that there was a level
This
of
sentence
conflict
is
between him
this
and these other
sentence
boys.
is solid.
Nah, he made
It isn't too harsh.
very too mistake to use a tool, and obviously, you know,
It
the other
isn't
boy is
too
deceased,
harsh
but
or too
I
soft.
think saying that you think the death penalty would have. Andrew's talking about he believes the death penalty would have been justified. I don't believe that. I think that it's a manslaughter charge. Like, obviously, it was a heinous crime, but I don't think it was in Carmelo's intention to delete the guy. I think that there was a level of conflict between him and these other boys.
Yes, there was
And
conflict,
he
but
made a very very crucial mistake to use a tool.
this is euphemism. This is
and,
a
obviously,
euphemism, a
you know, the other
euphemistic
boy is
statement.
deceased, but
He's
I think
euphemizing.
saying that you think the death penalty would have been better.
A
A better
crucial-
result is absolutely ridiculous.
What did he say? A crucial mistake?
And,
Nah, not just
obviously,
a crucial
You know,
mistake.
the other boy is deceased, but I think saying that you think the death penalty would have been better, a better result is absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, he just unintentionally.
Was in Carmelo's intention to delete the guy. I think that
This
there
is
was a
weakness.
level
This
of
is
conflict
weakness.
between him and these other boys. Now, he
Cravenness.
made a very very crucial mistake to use a tool, and obviously, you know, the other boy is deceased. But I think saying that you think the death penalty would have been a better result is absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, he just unintentionally shot him in the heart. Oh, it was an accident. He didn't mean
I
to
never
take
said
his
that. Bro, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Then what's
do that.
manslaughter?
I didn't say that.
Manslaughter is
I didn't say that.
Manslaughter usually
I didn't say that.
revolves around
I'm saying that
accidental
I don't think his. Listen, I'm saying I don't think his intention was to delete the guy.
Oh, so what is your intention when you shoot somebody in the heart? Is it to just not kill them, or is it to kill them?
What do you mean my what do
If
you
you
mean?
shoot a person in the heart, would you?
He had
would you try to
evil
convince me that
intentions.
you
He had
didn't mean to kill them
intentions
when you were
to
stabbed
I think-
in the
I
heart?
do crazy things to go
honestly
beyond
think
just
that
the
boy was
normal
stupid.
level of
I
force,
think
the
that
normal
he's
level
ridiculous. I
of
don't think
violence
that he
in
should
response
have got off. I
to
think that,
Austin's
yeah, of course, he had to
shove
go
or
to prison
push.
for what he did. But
So
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Manslaughter
To
usually
say
revolves
there was
around
no-
I'm saying that I don't
to
think
say-
listen, I'm saying I don't think his intention was to
yo, King,
delete
he's
the guy.
bugging.
Oh, so
He's
what
woke.
is your
He's
intention
woke.
when you shoot somebody in the heart? Is it to just not kill them, or is it to kill them?
What do you mean my what do
If you
mean?
shoot a person in the
My
heart,
intention, what
would
you
you try to convince me that you didn't mean to kill them when you were stabbed
I
in the heart?
honestly think that the boy was stupid. I think that it's ridiculous. I don't think that he should have got off. I think that, yeah, of course, he had to go to prison for what he did. But I don't think that
Negative
he premeditated
actions
that.
have negative
How is it not
consequences.
premeditated if you pull out a knife and shoot somebody in the heart?
He told Austin,
Yes, that's
touch me, then
premeditated.
see what
Situations like that
happens.
where he was obviously
His
the
hands
smaller
was in
guy,
his
and we know
backpack.
this happens in real
No,
When he
what?
said this, when he
every
provoked
day. Listen,
you
let me
can't
finish what I'm
provoke
saying for you.
somebody
Okay,
into
okay.
hitting you,
Go ahead.
then
Like, seriously,
meet
like,
non-lethal
don't do
force
that,
with
innit?
lethal
Yeah.
force, then
So,
say
basically,
you were
Go ahead.
defending yourself. Nah,
Let's
cap,
go on mic and then
bunk,
like that,
rubbish,
where he was obviously the smaller guy,
hogwash,
and we know this happens
can't
in real
swallow,
life.
What?
malarkey,
Listen,
clop
let me finish
trop.
what I'm saying for you.
Alright,
Start
go
making
ahead,
sound
go ahead.
effects.
Go ahead.
Like,
Sound
seriously,
effects,
like,
what?
don't do it.
Yo, Andrew, he's making
Somebody
sense.
in
He's
the
not
heart,
making
yes, that's
sound
premeditated.
effects,
Situations
King.
like that where he was
Yo,
obviously
yours
the
truly is
smaller guy,
not
and
the
we
biggest
know this happens
fan
in
of
real life.
Andrew's, but
Every day.
if he's
Listen,
cooking,
let me
he's
finish what I'm
cooking,
saying
bro.
for you.
You
Okay,
have to
okay,
give
okay.
credits where it is due. I give credits where it is due.
Do what?
So like basically,
Giving credits where it is due makes you a person of integrity,
let's go on mic and then interrupt.
of
King
laudability.
Richards, and then when he lands, Andrew
I
Rose.
won't do that because
Pull out
Yo,
a
King,
knife
he
and
used to be
shoot somebody in the
associated
heart.
with Hannah Davis
Yes, that's
Pearl.
premeditated.
situations like
When
that
she
where
had
he
her
was
show in
obviously
UK, in the
smaller guy,
UK,
and
she
we know
moved
this
from the
happens
UK
in
to
real life.
what?
back to Chicago.
Every
She's
day,
from
listen,
Chicago.
let me finish what I'm
Hannah
saying for
Davis.
you. Start making
Okay,
sound
okay.
effects.
Go ahead.
Like seriously, like don't.
Or
don't
she's
do that.
from
So,
Illinois.
like, basically-
Pearl is
basically-
Hannah Davis. She
Let's go
li-
on mic and then interrupt.
she lives
King
in
Richards,
Chicago
and then when he
now.
lands, Andrew
If
Rose.
Don't do that.
my memory is
King,
correct,
I'm here
she's
to
in
moderate
Chicago,
and
or
finish
if
your
she's
statement,
not
then
in Chicago,
the
she's
words,
in a
and then we
suburb
move to the
of
bottom.
Chicago.
As I said, like
Hannah Davis.
at the end of
Let's
The
go on mic and then interrupt. The King Richards, and then when he
the
lands,
male
Andrew Rose.
population simp.
No,
The
King,
super
I'm here
pro
to moderate,
male
don't worry about it. Finish your
content
statement,
creator,
and then we move to the words, and then we
Hannah
move to the
Davis.
bottom.
as I said, like seriously,
The
like,
super
don't do
simpy
that.
of the male
So, like,
population.
basically,
Pearl, Hannah Davis.
Let's go on mic and then interrupt. The King Richards.
that he premeditated that. He
How
was
is it not
King, he's from the UK.
premeditated?
He,
If you pull-
you hear his British accent.
I think that is ridiculous. I don't think that he should have got off. I think that, yeah, of course, he had to go to prison for what he did. But
Yep,
I-
if you
I
do a
don't
crime,
think
you have to
that
serve a
he
sentence.
premeditated
You
that.
have to go to
How
prison.
not
It is what it is.
premeditated? If you pull out a
Nobody's
knife and
immune
shoot
to
somebody in the heart,
punishment
yes,
or
that's
consequences.
premeditated.
Situations like
or
that where he was
accountability.
obviously the smaller guy, and
No
we
one
know
on
this
earth,
happens in real
no
life.
earthling
what?
is immune
Every
to
day,
this.
listen, let me finish what I honestly
No,
think that
no
was
human
stupid.
can
I
evade
think that is ridiculous.
criminal
I don't think that he should have got
accountability.
off. I think that, yeah, of course, he had to go to prison for what he did. But I don't
If
think
he or she
that
commits
he
a
premeditated
criminal
that.
act.
He
How is
wanted
it
to
not
delete the
premeditated
guy.
if you pull out a knife and shoot somebody in the heart, dude, yes, that's
Well, in
premeditated.
situations like that where he was obviously the smaller guy.
Andrew, he's cooking. He's
So
cooking.
what is your intention?
He's
when you
cooking.
shoot somebody in
He's
the heart?
cooking.
Is it to just not kick them, or is it to kick them?
What do you mean?
He's based
When you-
in this
The person in the heart,
conversation.
would you-
He's
would you try to
based
convince
in
me
this
that you didn't mean to kick them
conversation.
when you were standing
Andrew is
in the
based
heart?
in this conversation. Period.
So what is your intention when you shoot somebody in the heart? Is it to just not kick them, or is it to kick them?
What do you mean? I didn't say that.
Manslaughter
I didn't say that.
Manslaughter usually
I didn't say that.
revolves around
I'm saying that
accidental
I
killing.
don't think his. Listen, I'm saying I don't think his intention was to delete the guy.
Oh, so he's.
Then
so
what was
is
his
your
intention?
when you shoot somebody
Then
in
what
the heart?
was
Is it to just
the
not kick
bloke's
them, or is it to
intention
kick them?
or
What do you mean
the
by it? What do you-
male's
The person in
intention?
the
He's
heart,
not
would
a
you-
man
would
yet,
you try to convince me
Carmelo.
that you
What
didn't
was
mean to
the
kick them?
male's intention when he did what he did? What was the male's intention when he did what he did?
Listen, I'm saying I don't think his intention was to delete the guy.
Oh, so he's. So what is your intention when you shoot somebody in the heart? Is it to just not kick them, or is it to kick them?
What do you mean by it? What do
If
you
you
mean?
shoot a person in the heart,
intention? What do
would
you
you try to convince me that you didn't mean to kick when you were standing
I,
in
think,
the heart?
I honestly think that the boy was stupid. I
He
think
was
that he's
malicious.
stupid. I
Carmelo
don't think
was
that he should
malicious.
have got off. I
Not
think
only
that, yeah,
was
of
he
course,
stupid,
he had to go to prison
but he
for
was
what
also
did.
malicious.
But I don't think that he premeditated.
He has to
that.
suffer.
He
How is
was-
it,
It
not
is what it is.
premeditated if you pull out a knife and somebody in the heart, dude? Yes, that's
Well, in
premeditated.
situations like that where he was obviously the smaller guy, and we know this happens
Irrelevant.
No, what?
every day. Listen, let me finish what I'm saying before you start
Alright,
making
Just
comments.
because a person is
Like seriously, like don't do that, innit?
Do what?
just
So, like,
because a
basically-
person weighs less, this doesn't to mean he or she is incapable of harm or damage.
Every day.
This is
Listen,
stupid.
let me
This
finish
is
what I'm saying
fatuous.
before you
What
start making
kink
comments.
is
Go ahead.
a
Like, seriously,
saying.
like, don't do that, innit?
What
Do what?
kink is
So, like,
saying
basically-
is fatuous all the way.
Let's go on mic and then interrupt.
Like that where he was obviously the smaller guy, and we know this happens in real in
No,
this
what?
every day. Listen, let me finish what I'm saying.
Yes,
before you
Carmelo
start
weighs
making
less,
comments.
but
Go ahead.
this
Like,
didn't
seriously,
mean
like,
anything.
Don't do that, innit?
Do
Yeah.
what?
So like basically,
Go ahead.
Let's go on mic and then interrupt. The king reaches and then when he lands, interrupt.
Don't do that because
No, King, I'm here to moderate. Don't worry about it. Finish your statement and then you can go afterwards, and then we move to the bottom.
as I
Okay?
was saying, like at the end of the day, like we wasn't there, you wasn't there.
It's
You don't know
true,
what was
true.
said, you don't know
To be fair,
the
true, but
temperature that or you don't know what was going on. All you know is that, and all you're going off of is that he's wait, and I understand that. I understand that, but you're saying that he should have got the death penalty. I just don't agree.
you
with
have
that.
to
I just don't
empathize
agree
with
it. I
the
don't
people
think
who
was-
say he
was on
should
some
get the
serial
death
killer
penalty.
vibes, like, oh,
Yeah, you
I'm
can
coming out my
disagree
house
with
today
the people who
to
say
take
it,
someone's
but
life. I don't
you
think
have to have
that
empathy.
was
I
the
do have
situation.
empathy for
Well,
Andrew
let's-
and
Do I think that- do I think-
many
do I think
other
as a boxer, I'm a fighter.
pro Austin
Yeah?
people
I'm
who
somebody that
say
uses my hand. I
Carmelo
don't
should
believe in
get
carrying weapons. I
the
don't.
death penalty.
So, understand that. But you're
He took a
saying
life.
that he should have got the death
Austin wants to
penalty.
be able to
I
be
just don't
brought
agree with
back
it. I just
on
don't
this
agree with it.
earth.
I don't think he was on some serious.
Jeff, he
killer
wants to be
vibes,
able
like,
to
oh,
see
I'm coming
Austin
out my house
graduate
today
from
to
college,
take
get
someone's
married,
life. I don't think that was the situation.
Well,
have a
let's-
career,
Do
different
I think-
things.
do I think as
He
a
wants to be
boxer,
able
I'm
to
a
travel
fighter?
with him, do
Yeah, I'm somebody that uses my
to
hand. I
go
don't
to
believe in
games,
carrying weapons. I don't.
concerts,
So in terms of
to
35 years, do I think that was a-
play
yeah, he took
sports
someone's
with
life, so
different
at the end of the
things.
day, if you take
To,
someone's life, your life should be ruined, basically. But you're saying, yeah, I'm somebody that
he wants to
uses
be
my
able
hand.
to do
I don't
any of
believe
these
in
things
carrying
with his
weapons. I don't.
son.
So,
Hunter,
in terms of,
Austin's twin, wants to be
35
able
years, do I think that
to
was a- yeah, he took someone's life,
travel
so
to play
at the end of the
sports
day, if
with
you
this
take someone's
dude's
life, your life should be ruined, basically. But
see
you're
him
saying
get
that
married,
that's
see
gonna
him
be- I don't agree
graduate
with that.
from
Yeah,
college,
but
all
you
of
see
these
how he never
things.
made an actual
It is
argument for
terrible,
why.
it is devastating, it is traumatic.
That who you're going off of is that he's wait, and I understand that. But you're saying
But
that he
the death
should have got
penalty,
the death
I don't
penalty.
think Karmelo
I
should
just
to
don't
get to
agree
the
with
death
it. I just don't agree
penalty.
with it. I don't think he was on some serial killer vibes like, oh, I'm coming out my house today to take someone's life. I don't think he was that was the situation.
Well, let's
Now, do I think that do I think as a boxer I'm a fighter? Yeah, I'm somebody that uses my hands. I don't believe in carrying weapons. I don't. So in terms of 35 years, do I think that was yeah, he took someone's life. So at the end of the day, if you take someone's life, your life should be ruined, basically. But you're saying the death penalty, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, but
35
you never
is
made
good.
an actual argument for why. You just vibing it, right? Just my
No,
vibe.
I'm not vibing. I
didn't interrupt you. I didn't interrupt you. I didn't interrupt you. Calm down.
One second. Hey, one second. Hey, 1 second, friends. Hey, King. Let him land, and I'll give him the chance to correct him.
My turn. My turn.
King, you will let it.
Don't tell me calm
Hey,
down.
friends, we talk. Hey, we talked before the show. If
Yeah.
your opponent is committing a
This
mistake,
is
don't interrupt him. Let him land his plane, and King afterwards, you are left the chance to
people
say,
have to let
he
people
is wrong,
speak,
and
yo.
this is why. Go
You
ahead.
have to let
Anyway,
the
all you gave me
other
was
person
vibes. You didn't give
speak.
me a single argument for why he doesn't deserve the death penalty. You don't think so. Well, that's nice. You also said, well, we don't really know because you weren't there. That's great. We had a trial. That's what that was there for, so that we could discover the facts of the case. And as it turns out in the facts of the case, all that happened was these other kids moved his stuff, and that made him upset.
Emotional,
They got each other's
emotive.
faces,
He
there
lost
was moderate
control
shoves,
of his
pulled out
emotions.
him in the heart.
There was no
Now,
stoicity,
you say,
no
well, that's not
regulation.
premeditated. The second you go for a weapon, pull it out and somebody from the facts of the case. And as it turns out in the facts of the case,
There was
all
no
that happened
equanimity.
these
There
other
was
kids
no.
moved his stuff, and that
He-
made him upset.
There was no
Right? They got each other's
unflappability. He
faces, there was
just.
a moderate shove. He pulled out him
He
in
lost
the
control,
heart.
bro.
Now you
Crazy.
say, well, that's not
He
premeditated.
lost his freedom.
The
He
second
lost
you go for a
opportunities,
pull it
bro.
out and somebody, you are making the conscious, premeditated decision to keep them. By
He
the
wants
way,
to be
the
able
state that they were
to
in,
run track in
when it
college,
comes to-
bro, or play
they don't even
football
make
in
those
college.
distinctions.
He wants to
They
be
don't
able
even
to.
do that. There's like, look, if it's the case in Texas, that
Yeah,
you,
he did this to himself, yo.
whether whatever
FAFO. He
circumstances
did
are
this
premeditated or
to
not,
himself.
It's the same
So
penalty. So you don't
he
even know
has
what
to
the facts are of
suffer.
the case. You don't know what you're talking about.
FAFO.
King uninterrupted, please.
At the end of the day, as I said, I don't think the boy's intention was to delete the guy. I think that there was an altercation, and I felt that, and I think that he probably was feeling like, I'm the smaller guy. There's more of them. He was in their environment, their tent or whatever. He probably was scared and thinking, oh, I'm gonna get beat up. I've got to do what I've got to do. But I don't think that his mindset was, I want to delete the guy. That's what I honestly believe. And somebody like me who's been in a lot of situations, bro, like sometimes you make stupid decisions that you will regret later. I'm sure the boy regrets it, but I don't think that he premeditated that I want to take this boy's life.
This
I
does
think that
not
it was an
justify
altercation,
murder.
And you're saying the trial, we have all the facts.
This
You don't have all the
doesn't
facts.
justify
'Cause you don't
murder.
know who's lying. You don't know what pieces of information is left out. We don't know. All we're going off of premeditated that I want to take this boy's life. I think that he was an altercation, and you're saying the trial, we have all the facts.
Austin
You don't have all the
shoved
facts. 'Cause you don't know who's
Carmelo.
lying.
He
You don't
didn't
know
have a
what
bat
pieces of
or a
information
knife
is
or
left out.
anything,
We
so
don't know.
the force
All we're
was
going
this.
off of is what these people
So the force
said, they came to
was
court and said, and
disproportionate.
that's it. You
Yeah.
still wasn't there. You don't know 1,000%.
There was no
what happened.
proportionality.
Certain part that you know.
All you're doing is making a gaps argument. You don't
He
know
met
for sure 1,000%
Carmelo
anything
met
by the
he
same
met
exact logic.
a
that's
shove
what
with
I'm
a
saying.
knife.
Hang on, relax.
Crazy.
You don't know.
And you're saying
And
the trial,
Carmelo,
we
he
have
was
all the
not
facts. You
in
don't have all the
reasonable
facts.
fear of
'Cause you don't
losing
know
his
who's lying.
life.
You don't know
So
what pieces of information
the
is left
self-defense
out.
claim
You
was
don't know.
weak.
All
He
we're going
couldn't
off of is what these people
really
said,
claim
they came to court and
self-defense
said,
because
and
he provoked.
that's it.
He
You
baited
still wasn't there. You
Austin
don't know
into
1,000%
pushing him, hitting
what
him.
happened.
Yeah, but
don't
you-
know
all you're
the
doing-
certain part that you know.
All you're doing is making a gaps argument. You don't know for sure 1,000%.
Austin, he should not
anything
have
by the
fallen
same
for the
exact
bait.
logic.
Yeah,
He
that's
was
what I'm saying.
unsagacious when he
You
fell
don't
for
know
the bait.
anything.
He tweaked, but this still didn't. This falling for the bait still didn't warrant murder.
I've never seen you upset in your life.
Yeah.
We have to be
You don't
logical.
know 1,000% what happened.
Yeah,
You
but
don't
you-
know
all you're
the
doing-
certain part. You don't know who's lying. You don't know the patient, and you're saying the trial. We have all the facts. You don't have all the facts because you don't know who's lying. You don't know what pieces of information is left out. We don't know. All we're going off of is what these people said. They came to court and said, and that's it.
Yeah.
Still wasn't there. Still don't know 1,000% what happened.
Yeah, but all you're doing,
certain part that you know.
all you're doing is making a gaps argument. You don't know for sure 1,000% anything by the same exact logic.
Yeah, that's what I just
Hang
said.
hang on, relax. You don't know anything.
Don't telling me to don't do that passive aggressive.
Just
relax.
I'm not. That's not. It's aggressive. It's aggressive. Aggressive. There's nothing passive about
Never
it. I'm
seen me
literally
upset in your
telling
life.
you. Just relax.
You've never
for a
seen me
second.
upset in your life. So don't tell me,
Yeah, okay,
relax,
but
relax. I'm
Can
calm.
I get
This is
3
me.
words out without you interrupting
This is me
and losing your
normal.
mind?
This is me being normal, bro.
Good. Then
like,
just
so
normally be
don't
quiet
keep
so I
telling
can
me
make
to
my
relax.
point. Can you normally be
Yeah,
quiet so I
cool.
can make my
Don't tell me
point?
to relax because I'm relaxed. I'm
Okay,
calm.
chill out, bro. Whatever you want. Whatever you want me
Stop
to say.
saying that. Just get on with what you're
Okay,
saying.
then you have to close your mouth. You have to not
friend,
talk.
hey,
Bro,
friend.
like,
Hey, one second, friend. 1 second. Hey, friends. If somebody tells you to relax, you know what it means. It's for you to get agitated. Don't fall for it, please. Okay? Calm down. Relax. Calm down. Relax. Don't fall for it. If somebody tells you to calm down, it's for you to control yourself.
Right, he could just carry on with what he's saying. Don't need to keep
How
telling
am I
me
supposed to do that when you
carry
can't
on with
close
what
your
you're saying.
You can't
It's-
close your mouth to let me say a
Oh,
sentence?
brother, you are.
It's totally fine. Let me bring
Like
this
I don't
to
interrupt
tactic.
you and you just can't close your mouth for 5
Crazy.
seconds for rebuttal.
King,
Let me
he's
bring
bugging.
this to
Serious
tactic.
impulse
Don't talk
control.
like that.
Mm.
You wouldn't talk like this in
Yes,
person.
indeed.
Serious impulse
Yes,
control.
You
Mm.
wouldn't talk like this in person, but carry on.
Oh,
Innit?
so you're gonna beat me up now?
I'm just saying, it's
I'm
unrealistic.
not fun. Hey, if you say I am, I'll kick your ass.
It's unrealistic. It's unrealistic.
I'm not violent.
You would just be
I'll
normal.
kick your ass.
Everyone would be normal. Everyone would be normal.
Yeah, then
That's
just
what
be
I'm saying to
normal.
you.
Be normal.
So why do you need to keep saying calm down? I'm saying I'm
Because-
calm, and you
because
keep saying it
if
over
one
and over and
person
over again
can't
to
speak,
be antagonizing.
Because the other person
You're trying
won't
to
shut up.
antagonize.
And
Like,
you
calm.
tell them to calm
And now
down.
you're saying shut up and all of these. Like, bro, when you tell someone to shut up,
Yes,
what do you
they still
expect?
won't
Do you
calm
expect them to be
down.
like, oh,
I
okay,
didn't
yeah,
tell
I'm
you
gonna
to
shut
shut
up.
up. I asked you to relax. That's
And
it.
then you said close your mouth and all this kind
Yeah,
of
later,
antagonizing
because you
talk.
won't
Just carry
let
on
somebody
with what
talk.
you're saying, bro. I'm gonna
Is
stop
anybody
talking.
like you
Carry
allowed
on
to
with
talk
what
this
you got to say. I'm gonna stop talking.
This
Carry
gonna
on
be
with what you got to say.
filibustering? Yeah, great. So all you have to do is just let me speak. So anyway, when it comes to the things that you just said, there's a whole bunch of rebuttals to them. The first thing is, it's like, sure, you can't know anything 1,000%, I guess.
Words.
Great. The purpose for a trial is so that we can discover facts about
Yep.
the trial. Once we discover the facts about the trial, then we go based on the evidence.
Words.
And we do have compelling evidence that there was no justification whatsoever
Facts.
for Karmelo Anthony to pull a folding nut out of his pocket and the other kid
Force
in
it
the heart.
Look back.
Yeah,
Look back.
good compelling evidence for that. So,
Yep.
by the way, the jury agrees with me,
Yep.
and the judge agreed, handed him
Of course they
down 35
The
plus
the
years.
jury decided. The jury decided.
Of course they do.
Yeah, so so it wasn't the judge, it was the jury.
Facts.
Like you said, right? The judge didn't really.
BABG is correct.
Second thing, yeah, you're right about the premeditation and things not being necessary or needed, but being that the judge and the prosecution considered manslaughter, it leads to the fact of the matter that they were considering that it could have possibly been manslaughter also. Even though, of course, there was the worst possible outcome, man. I didn't see him. I definitely saw him getting time, but I saw him get maxed out at the manslaughter 20-year rate.
20 would
At
have
the same
been
time, though,
insufficient.
35 years,
Also.
899, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and as far as the death penalty, it was never on the table because he was a minor. Even though they're
Yep,
charging him as an
17.
adult, he can't receive the death penalty. If we're going to, probably talk about the state of Texas and the parameters that were in the case. And again, there are very, very unfortunate things, right? Again, when we start talking premeditation, be it, necessary or not, the clear understanding of it is, hey, I'm going to kill somebody today. I don't think that Karmelo Anthony came out of his house saying, I'm going to kill a white person, I'm going to kill Austin Metcalf or anything today. He made the worst possible decision and had the worst possible outcome. Actually, I just learned this a week ago. I think they say it's less than 10% of people that get die from stabbings. Okay, now of course, stabbings are far more lethal ways of ending an altercation, dealing an altercation than fighting. And I would have suggested, or I would have definitely preferred him fight it out with his hands
Yes.
and use a weapon. This is why you don't bring
The
weapons,
knife.
a knife to a fist fight.
The
because
stabbing
stuff like
was
this can happen.
sucker-ish.
So,
It
it's
was
35 years,
goofy-ish.
but
Being that he got found guilty for murder, no, it's not too much at all because he could have got 99 years. They could have maxed him out. So, despite feeling like it was more towards the manslaughter, because I don't think that that he's not this fucking ninja assassin that knows exactly where the heart is and aimed directly for the heart instead of for it. I think it's very, very, again, he shouldn't have used the knife in the first place, but it was the worst possible outcome that it was. And being that he could have got 99 years and he didn't even get half of that, 35 years and then eligibility of parole at 17 and a half,
Yep.
that's more than reasonable.
Yep. Words. He's cooking.
I don't know. Is it my turn for rebuttal? Because I saw somebody else up on the screen. I'm not sure. I'm just trying to follow.
For the most
Okay,
part,
gotcha.
BABG
There's,
was cooking.
There's an olive branch here. There's some things that I agree with you on. So the first point, when you're asking about the death penalty, you're right. It wasn't on the table. They were asking what should have happened. This, to me, is a hypothetical about idealism. You're asking ideally what would you want to have seen in a case like this. I don't think the death penalty would be off the table from my moral view. You're right on the facts that wasn't on the table as far as sentencing goes. However, life imprisonment, I think, was actually on the table as far as sentencing goes. I think it was. Am I incorrect there?
Yeah, you're incorrect. Like it was maxed out at 99 years.
5 to 99.
Well, no, even still, he has the ability. Well, technically, you're right.
It's life.
But yeah. So 99 years would be life for all intents and purposes. But by the letter of the law, he can't be given life.
Because what would he be? 116? Right?
Yeah, you're right.
Or,
you're correct. But I'm just
he's
saying, going
he's
by
19 now.
he has to be the eligibility.
118.
Actually on the table as far as sentencing goes. I think it was. Am I incorrect there?
Yeah, you're incorrect. Like it was maxed out at 99 years, but they can't give him life because. Well, no, even still, he has the ability. Well, technically, you're right.
It's life.
But yeah. So 99 years would be life for all intents and purposes. But by the letter of the law, he can't be given life.
Because what would he be? 116? Right?
Yeah, you're right. You're correct. But I'm just saying, going by the actual statutes and things, he has to be the eligibility of parole, being that even though they tried him as an adult, he was a minor when the offense occurred. My bad. So you're right.
That wasn't on the table as far as sentencing goes. However, life imprisonment, I think, was actually on the table as far as sentencing goes. I think it was. Am I incorrect there?
Yeah, you're incorrect. Like it was maxed out at 99 years, but they can't give him life because. Well, no, even still, he has the ability. Well, technically, you're right.
It's life.
But yeah. So 99 years would be life for all intents and purposes. But by the letter of the law, he can't be given life.
Because what would he be? 116? Right?
Yeah,
118.
I'm just saying, going by the
because he's 19.
He has to be eligible.
118 because he's 19 now. 118 because he is 19 now.
I do think that they could have given him.
Yeah, you're right. You're correct. But I'm just saying, going by the actual statutes and things, he has to be the eligibility of parole, being that even though they tried him as an adult, he was a minor when the offense occurred. So you're right.
So again, olive branch there. No disagreement there, but I do think that they could have given him a much more rigid sentence. I would have been fine with it. I would have been fine with the 99 years if they could have done it. And when it comes to this idea, though, one of the things that you said here that I do take issue with is when you're talking about this self, you don't think that he purposely was setting out to, you said
he
10%
provoked. He provoked.
Victims only die, which, by the way, is still really high. Just so you know, 10% is still enormously high when it comes to a thing that if 10% of the activities that you do would kill you, you would avoid those 10%, right? So when we're talking about this, it's actually...
I worked in the most dangerous place on the planet, bro, for like substantial military carrier flight deck.
I don't think that has a 10% mortality rate. I'd be willing to bet right now.
Well, I'm just telling you that it's the most top 5, no less than top 5.
Yeah, but I'd be willing to bet you that it's not even close to a 10% mortality. Not even the same universe.
So what would be? Give me an occupation that would be a 10% mortality.
I don't think that there are many occupations that would, which is why I'm saying that if it has a 10% mortality rate, you'd avoid it like the plague because the chance of it killing you were so.
Thank you for your service, BABG. Thank you. Thank you for your service, BABG. Thank you. Thank you for your service, BABG. Thank you for your service, BABG.
I'll take issue with. The second is when you say, well, he didn't intend. No, right? That's saying that if it has 10% mortality rate, you'd avoid it like the plague because the chance of it killing you are so outrageously high. So you try to minimize by saying it's 10%, but that's actually really high. If I were to give you 10 jelly beans and say one of these will kill you, would you pick and eat one? No. Right? That's still astronomical.
Risky.
Yeah, but I'd be willing to bet you that it's not even close to a 10% mortality, not even
Well, I don't
the same
think most
universe.
things. So what would be? Give me an occupation that would be a 10% mortality.
I don't think that there are many occupations that would, which is why I'm saying that if it has 10% mortality rate, you'd avoid it like the plague, because it would, the chance of it killing you are so outrageously high. So you try to minimize by saying it's 10%, but that's actually really high. If I were to give you 10 jelly beans and say one of these will kill you, would you pick and eat one? No. Right? That's still astronomical odds when you think about it. So that's the first thing that I'll take issue with. The second is when you say, well, he didn't intend to kill him, then why did he aim for the chest? Why not go for the leg? Why not go for the arm? Why not go for those things? Why would you shoot the chest? The chest is the area that you would normally go to if you wanted to kill somebody. That's not the area that you would go to if you didn't. Slashing an arm, going for the leg, going for the arms, things like this, going for the neck or chest, that looks like it's something that has the intent for a kill blow from my
Yep, murderous intent.
No, I agree with that, but again, that's what I'm saying. And being to the evidence has been presented, I can't say his intention or intent as far as the direction or like the location, but it seems to me like that was just the thing that was most likely or right there as it was described and whatnot. Like I said, at the end of the day, I don't believe we should have used the knife in the first place. But it's the fact of the matter that people do things all the time in about nature and about matter without the intention of killing people, and they end up dead. And I'm thinking that's what happened in this situation.
I don't disagree with you in a sense that yes, people can engage in conflict with each other where they don't intend to kill the other person. This happens accidentally with fists, with feet, in aggressive, fights at a club or bar, accidents like that do occur. I think that there's a distinction to be made here when you pull out a folding knife. Right? You still have it half folded before you at the chest region. That to me,
you say, like touch me, then see what happens.
Let's say we were in a bar and we ended up in some sort of conflict, and I pulled out a knife, slashed at your arm, slashed at your leg.
This is provocation. Like this. You can't claim self-defense.
I was just trying to get away
from
the
situation. In provocation.
If I was trying to get out of it without guy, that sounds a lot more believable than when I pulled it out. Me looks like intent.
If you initiate it, you can't claim self-defense. If you provoked the situation.
Slashed at your arm, slashed at your leg, something like this. Later told the police, hey, right, you still have it half folded before you at the chest region. That to me looks like intent. If it was me and let's say we were in a bar,
suffer
some sort of conflict, and I pulled out a knife, slashed at your arm, slashed at your leg, something like this. Later told the police, hey, I was just trying to get away from the situation, or it was so aggressive I was trying to get out of it without guy. That sounds a lot more believable than when I pulled it out and him right in the chest and in the heart region. That seems to be like I'm trying to kill you, right?
Heinous.
No, I agree.
Callous.
And my only thing would be for that is that
flagitious.
Unfortunately, this is the first time he's someone, and as far as we know, he has any history about so on and so forth. And I'm not going to say ignorance and so on and so forth, but I just don't. Like you said, I don't think it was the thing that where, to a kid, a knife is, all these different things. It was just the worst possible situation, bro. And like I said, from the way that it was described by the coroner, it was the worst possible way, even the entry wound of the
it couldn't have gotten worse.
So that's all I'm saying, man. Again, at the end of the day, I don't agree with him using a knife in a fist fight.
But let me just tie it off with this, because I think we do agree, but maybe we can tie it off with a lot more agreement. If I said
this is dope
defense, that I slashed at
it is dope that these two came to a middle ground, a common ground.
And I thought
this
that's
is dope.
A non-lethal area. Doesn't that sound way off with this? Because I think we do agree, but maybe we
salutes
can tie it
to
off with
BABG and Andrew.
If I said in my defense, I slashed
in
at
this
his leg
case
and it hit his femoral artery, and I clearly wasn't, because I think we do agree, but maybe we can tie it off with a lot more agreement. If I said in my defense, I slashed at his leg and it hit his femoral artery, and I clearly wasn't intending to do that because I was slashing at the leg, and I thought that that's a non-lethal area. Doesn't that sound way more believable than I wasn't trying to kill him, but I in the chest area?
Of course, and I agree. The biggest thing, and that's the biggest thing, and I think that's what gave him what it was: the injury, the positioning of the injury, and all the things and so on and so forth. When you hear the coroner say he pretty much died instantaneously, there was no way for him to even be resuscitated.
Resuscitated,
I think
revived.
that's what got him the level of what he got.
Yep,
Yeah,
the
then
severity
I think we have more agreement
of
than
punishment.
we don't, honestly.
Yeah.
Test, please, and interrupted. And friends, if I show a cash app in
The thing is that there was no way for him to even be resuscitated if they wanted to. I think that's what got him the level of what he got.
Yeah, then I think we have more agreement than we don't, honestly.
To be all the way transparent, I did see this before I recorded my commentary video, so yeah. In this case, it wasn't. In this case, it wasn't. Dope that we both said resuscitated at the same moment, because I already saw this video. So yeah, this is me being transparent. Yeah.
The level of what he got.
Yeah, then I think we have more agreement than we don't, honestly.
Yeah.
Test, please, and interrupted. And friends, if I show a cash app in the camera, don't stop talking, okay? I'm just acknowledging.
Positioning of the injury and all the things and so on and so forth. When you hear the coroner say he pretty much died instantaneously, there was no way for him to even be resuscitated if they wanted to. I think that's what got him the level of what he got.
Yeah, then I think we have more.
No sympathy for Karmelo from me.
Yeah.
He did this to himself.
Test,
It is
please,
what
and
it is.
interrupted. And friends, if I show a